It's a longer story, but when I finally found the artist and the artwork that I wanted for the record, which is called Beulah, that comes out next month, there's a long story that goes into why I chose that title, and it has to do with, it's a term of endearment that I call my daughter, I call my wife Beulah. My dad called my little sister Beulah, so I heard her in the house. It's in a lot of Southern gospel songs talking about Beulah land, which is, you know, it's sort of a biblical concept. But what really drew me to it was a philosopher by the name of William Blake, and he has family here tonight. I am a fan. I won't pretend like I understand everything when I read philosophy, but he's one of the guys that I dig what he writes. And he has his own mythology for his world, for his Christianity, or whatever you want to call it. He had his own way of looking at the world, as most of us do. And his term for this place that you could go through meditation, through however, drugs, however you get there, where you could heal, where you could center, where you could, you know, get your shit together. And you had to come back to this earth and get on with life, but it was a place that you could go to heal. And I thought, well, that sums it all up. So that's the name of this record. I talked to this artist, his name is Beulah, and Beulah plays guitar for St. Paul and the Broken Bones. He's from the Shoals, which was a band that was on our little record label back home called Single Lock Records. So I've known Beulah for a while. He did artwork for Jason Isbell and The Bear and multiple other things. And so when we got to talking about it, I found out he was actually a philosophy minor. He knew William Blake, and we totally freaked out. And he had a painting already in the can that fit perfectly with the vision that I had in my head. And he said, the only problem is, I sold it. It's not here. And I said, okay. Could you possibly introduce me to her? And he said, all right. So long story short, we met. I told her, I said, it kind of felt like I was asking her out on a date, because I was asking her for something very personal to her, something she had purchased because she loved it and she had it a prominent place in her home, and it meant a lot to her. And I think probably with any other object in the world, I probably would have just left it alone, but this has been such a personal and important project to me that I really wanted that in an important place in my home. I thought it's worth asking. But I felt like I was like, that painting you got, it's, I kind of like it, but I'll just go, this is weird, I'll just go. Thankfully, because, her comment to me was, if it's going to be on the album cover and be shared with the world and others will get to enjoy this beautiful work of art, then I can let it go, which moved me beyond words. Kim is here tonight, and I thank you very much. She gave me the painting tonight, so it's the first time I've actually seen it in person. And so, yeah, it was a good moment. So, thank you, man. I'll give you that $25. This one's for you. Don't you try to tell me someone's waiting. They're not waiting for you. Oh, and don't you try to tell me that you want it, that you need it, 'cause it's not true. I know why Your